Celtic are back in action tomorrow as we take on St Johnstone at Celtic Park. Ahead of that clash there's a lot to discuss, such as the massive Celtic Champions League news, as well as all the latest from the club from the last 24 hours. There's a lot to talk about in today's video. Welcome back to the channel guys, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Since joining West Bromwich Albion on loan from Celtic, Mikey Johnston's electric form has taken supporters of both sides completely off guard. In Glasgow, the Ireland internationalist was synonymous with inconsistency, fitness issues, and generating a sense of frustration amongst fans. Since moving down south at the end of the winter transfer window, however, Johnston has taken the English Championship by storm, scoring 6 goals and registering 1 assist in 9 games. Few would have expected him to hit the heights he has, but pundit Andy Walker has brought the 24-year-old back down to earth. Speaking on Wednesday's Go Radio football show, the former Celtic frontman spoke about Johnston's harsh reality. He said, "You see what Mikey Johnston is doing at West Brom. He has gone to a great club, he is doing really well, he is scoring goals, he is creating chances, but I don't think you'd find many Celtic supporters who would want to have him back." Walker is correct. The consensus among the Parkhead faithful is that the club should look to flog the attacker for a significant fee come the summer if his form continues. The academy graduate has had several years and opportunities to break into the Celtic first team but has failed. If he keeps up with his eye-catching West Brom antics, a queue of potential suitors from across England may well line up for Johnston in a few months, which would suit the Hoops down to the ground. In what comes as a colossal boost to Celtic and Brendan Rodgers, Hatate has been pictured in training at Lennox Town today. The midfielder has not featured since the win over St Mirren and Paisley 2 days into 2024, before he got injured at the Asian Cup when playing with Japan. Hatate had issues with both of his calves, but he is now back on the grass in what was a great sight for supporters and all those involved with the club. This season the treble winner has continually struggled with injury and failed to find consistency in terms of minutes. He has managed just 11 appearances in all competitions. As we enter a crucial period of the campaign, however, having the 26-year-old back fit and firing could prove pivotal, particularly given the lack of coherence surrounding Callum McGregor's situation. It remains to be seen whether Hatate will be in contention to face St Johnstone on Saturday, but seeing him back in training on the grass is a tremendous sight nonetheless. Scotland's UEFA coefficient is at risk of falling outside of the top 10, meaning the guaranteed Champions League qualification spot is at risk, putting Celtic and Rangers on alert. For the past 2 seasons, the winners of the Scottish Premiership have advanced straight into the group stage of the competition, due to Scotland's relatively high country coefficient. It has meant Celtic have automatically been included in the group stage draw due to Scotland being within the top 10 country coefficients and eliminating the need for any qualification rounds. However, that could all change, meaning next season title winners could face qualification rounds for the competition. That's because Czech Republic are just one result away from leapfrogging Scotland and taking the all-important top 10 spot. The Czechs have just Victoria Plzeň left in the Europa Conference League this season, but just one draw from their 2 quarter-final matches and Scotland would be overtaken in the UEFA coefficient standings. While it still makes for bleak reading, with Plzeň within striking distance, their draw is yet to be made in the tournament. It could have been worse had Sparta Prague or Slavia Prague advanced in the Europa League last night. Both teams lost and were eliminated from the Europa League. That would mean the automatic Champions League spot would have been taken by the Czech leagues and leave the winners of the Scottish Premiership title next season still facing qualifying rounds to make the Champions League proper. It would also see the second place side have to go through 2 qualifying rounds to make it into the hat for the group stage of the tournament instead of just 1. Much of the criticism surrounding Celtic's 4-2 win over Livingston last Sunday came towards the centre-half pairing of Liam Scales and Stephen Welsh. The duo have been widely condemned for the lack of stability they bring to the backline, but ahead of this weekend's match versus St Johnstone, Carter-Vickers has been pictured in training. The American Colossus was spotted at Lennox Town after it was reported on Wednesday that he was expected to return to the team this Saturday. Compared to the other defenders in the squad, Carter-Vickers brings vast stability to the back line. His presence should not be understated, and he seems to provide the whole team with a sense of calmness when he plays. Manager Brendan Rodgers, though, has yet to confirm whether the treble winner will feature tomorrow, because although he's training, he may not be match fit. The gaffer has a press conference at Lennox Town later today, and by then we will have full coherence over the injury situations of several members of the team. In an exhilarating Europa League match that kept fans on the edge of their seats, former Celtic star Jeremy Frimpong played a pivotal role in a sensational comeback for Bayer Leverkusen. The German side, currently leading the Bundesliga, and outpacing traditional powerhouse Bayern Munich, achieved an improbable victory, overturning a 2-0 deficit in both legs to win 5-4 in aggregate against Quarelbag. The highlight of the night was undoubtedly Frimpong, the former Celtic treble winner, who ignited the comeback by scoring the first goal for Leverkusen in the crucial encounter. Jeremy's journey to this moment has been nothing short of remarkable. Signed by Celtic under Neil Lennon from Manchester City, Frimpong quickly established himself in the first team, showcasing his exceptional talent and work rate. Despite the pandemic season's challenges which saw Celtic struggling, Frimpong's performances remain a bright spot. His move to Bayer Leverkusen in a deal worth over £10 million was a testament to his burgeoning reputation in European football. Celtic, keen to retain stake in his promising future, smartly negotiated a sell-on clause in his Leverkusen contract, keeping the connection between Frimpong and Celtic alive. Frimpong's form since moving to the Bundesliga has been impressive, contributing significantly to Leverkusen's success this season. Coming from behind in such a dramatic fashion, with 2 goals in added time, Leverkusen showed the kind of spirit and quality that champions are made of, with Frimpong at the heart of their success. Many had doubted whether the Europa League was a step too far for Frimpong and his teammates, given the additional pressures of maintaining their lead in the Bundesliga. However, Leverkusen's incredible comeback has silenced the sceptics. For Celtic fans, watching Frimpong thrive in such a high-stake environment brings a mix of pride and wistfulness, knowing that their former star continues to shine, albeit on a different stage. In what came as somewhat of a surprise loan exit, Alexandre Bernabei departed Celtic last Thursday, signing of a top-tier Brazilian side Internacional. Although the deal was completed with no issues, the fiery left-back's journey across the Atlantic came with a few mishaps. Indeed, Bernabei missed his connecting flight to Brazil and Amsterdam, and thus couldn't make his debut or train with his new team as soon as he would have liked. This development didn't come as too much of a surprise to Celtic fans, given the 23-year-old's prior track record regarding off-the-pitch issues. Now, though, he has finally made it to his native South America. On Instagram, a few pictures emerged of the treble winner training in the sunshine with his new team. Brendan Rodgers signified a notable show of faith in Greg Taylor in sanctioning Bernabei's loan move. The Scotland internationalist is now the sole fit senior left-back at the club. The likes of Liam Scales and Tony Rowson could play there, but Rodgers will be hoping the situation doesn't come to that, and his decision to allow Bernabei to leave ahead of the run-in doesn't come back to haunt him. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on Scotland's UEFA coefficient being at risk of falling outside the top 10, meaning that the guaranteed Champions League qualification spot is at risk? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, bye bye.